If you've got shrubs and hedges in your yard that look like this, they need to get a haircut. And this video is going to show you how to do this job yourself and get a result like this. It's easy, fast, if you know how to do it, and I'm going to give you some of my time-saving tips to make this a job you can do yourself. And the first tip that really is important is just relax. People get so nervous about doing this job that they're going to ruin those hedges, they just don't do it at all. The second tip is to always make light cuts. That just means take a little bit off each time so that if you do mess up, it's not going to be noticeable because you can always go back and make a few passes, but you can't undo a lot of damage. You want to take your time when you're doing this. If you look like a ninja or Edward Scissorhands, you're going way too quick. Go slowly and smoothly and you'll get a good result. Whether you're working with your tool horizontally or vertically, you want to make sure that you're keeping it level with nice smooth passes to get a good end result. And know that you can do this job. You don't have to pay someone. It's simple, fast, and you need minimal tools. You've got two options for tools. You can get a traditional set of hedge trimmers like these, but if you're a homeowner, these are what typically gives people a bad result. It's not that the tool's bad, they cut very well, but you've got to operate these while you're trying to be level, so your hands are opening and closing to operate the action, and you tend to get unlevel and you become less focused on keeping a clean line throughout the whole job. But a quick solution to that is to get an electric set of hedge trimmers. This way, all you're doing is keeping your hands level and the tool does all the work. Now the one I'm using here is a really cool cordless version that makes this really simple, but a corded version works just as well. I like to start by trimming the sides of the hedges. I find it's easier for me because I hold the tool vertically like I'm showing here, and I just walk along the side of the shrub. And this makes it pretty easy because most of my focus is just on keeping that tool level and watching the kind of edge that I'm cutting. And as you can see, I like to start at the bottom and I lift the tool upward. And very often some of the branches are going to spring back, so you're going to have to cut back downward as well. But you're basically going to go up and down as you walk along the shrub. And here I'm going back to make a second pass. Now you'll want to do this if you didn't take enough off or if you've got those little straggler branches that have sprung back up. It's very normal. You almost always have to go back a couple of times to get a clean edge. As we look at the finished result, it looks pretty good, especially considering this was really just a couple of passes and only about 5 minutes of work. Now we're going to move on to cutting the top of the hedge. Now this is the part people get very nervous about, and they don't have to. What you want to do is focus on keeping that tool level, don't take off a lot of material, and just kind of think that you're floating that tool right across the tabletop as best you can. And you're going to just walk across, keep the tool level, don't just stare at the shrub, and take off a small amount of material just like I'm doing here. Now these shrubs are not perfect. There's some dead wood in the back of it from the winter. And I'm really just looking to get a good finished appearance. This might not be good enough for the Royal Palace, but I'm not living there either. So I just want to have a nice look when I'm done, because that's why you're doing this. It's not about the health of the shrub, it's really just for aesthetics. And like I'm showing here, it's okay to move back and forth 2, 3, 5 times, whatever it takes to get it nice and smooth so that when you step back, you've got the finished appearance that you want. For cleanup, I recommend just using a rake or some sort of a tool to collect the cuttings, but if you've got an area that's highly finished, before you start, it's a good recommendation to put down a tarp or a sheet. That way all those cuttings will fall right into it, kind of just like when you're getting your hair cut, and this way you can have a really fast cleanup. And here's the finished result along with the new mulch, and it's looking good and I'm ready for the season. Certainly beats what I started out with, but the point of this video was to show you that this is a job you can do yourself. It's easy, you need a few tools for it, and I do highly recommend that Black & Decker battery powered unit that I got. It just made a big difference and it's very portable. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.